Hello, and welcome to another day on the channel. My name is Jesus, and today we will be doing the Chromatic Cube. Yes, it is back in red, white, blue, green, and red. All of the beautiful colors. I think I said red twice. Anyway, pack one, pick one. Let's burn down the house has always been good. New card, Futurist Spells Thief added. Enters battlefield, conjure duplicates. That's okay. Like, it just doubles another card in your hand. Or another spell that's on the stack anyway, so like you cast a spell, you double it, and then you get another one into your hand. That's okay. Ashiok is pretty strong, Planeswalker. The Immortal Sun is a great card draw engine. Let's go with Burn Down the House. I love this card when it was in the older Chromatic Cube. Yeah, doesn't hurt to take that. And now there are some of the new cards, like Alacia, who smiles at death. Not familiar with it? It's a 3/2 for 2 and a red. First strike. Whenever it attacks, you may pay Orzhov. If you do, return target creature with power 2 or less from the graveyard tapped and attacking. That's a pretty good card, but I think we're going to take a Fable of the Mirror Breaker here. Just an insane card. Played in every format as possible. Well, not nearly every. Like, it's played in Modern, definitely, and then Pioneer. Played in probably Historic. I don't check the Historic metagame too much. But probably Fable or Forsaken Crossroads, and I think Fables just has the higher upside. Then taking a land that can be put in any deck. Nicol Bolas is also a good card if we want to do a more controlling deck, which is what we kind of want to do with Burn Down the House, but with the Devils, you can always go into aggro with this card either way. So we'll take Fable. Well, there's not much here. Let's see. Chatterfang. I guess there's a token theme. Packed weapons, not great. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Yeah, not much in this pack, to say the least. We're definitely not set up for Beast Whisperer just yet. We could pick up some more creatures. We could do board wipes, where we just take like Star of Extinction, burn the house down, and any ramp that we find. Maybe like a red-white control deck with like Starnheim Unleashed. Take the Sundown Pass and maybe go maybe a more mid-rangey Boros deck. Or Haunted Ridge. Actually, I don't hate black-red Sacrifice. It's normally Sacrifice, so I'm assuming it's Sacrifice. I haven't played it with this cube yet. Well, that might change my plan. There's a Scholar of the Lost Trove, and oh boy, is this card strong. If we wanted to stay black-red Sacrifice, like Henrika Domnathi or the 3 Weird Sisters would be good. Narset of the Ancient Way. There's Torrens. Boseju's always a good card if you're in green, but I think we'd rather just take the Scholar of the Lost Trove. Start moving into spells. Oh, Key to the Archive. Why has this not been taken yet? This card's insane. Great ramp, and then just draws you an insane card. Removal spell. I mean, some of them are pretty bad. Like Claim the Firstborn is pretty bad, but then you also have a bunch of really good spells as well, so Key to the Archive is insane. And here, there's not much black cards if we wanted to go like Mardu, or not Mardu, whatever the color combinations called. My mind's blanking right now. Maybe Clone Crafter. 1/2 draws a card. Well, guarantees draws a spell. Or we can take Voracious Great Shark to hold up along with any instant sorceries it could possibly get. I don't hate Great Shark. Yeah, let's say Great Shark. Well, here is nothing for us. Like, Dragon Master Outcast is nice. I don't know if there is the Field of the Dead in this cube. There probably is. So we might consider taking a land. Maybe go Teamer. Take Tatyova. Like a Teamer ramp deck. I don't hate that. Do we want to take Tatyova or we want to take Sheltered Thick if we want to go Teamer? Probably just a land. Like, Tatyova is fine, but I feel like in a cube like this, there are so many more powerful cards that you'd rather just have lands. And a good mana base at that. Well, I guess the blue's drawing up a bit, but I guess Marduk's open. So this is our blue at the moment. We could just take Sarkhan, ramp into a bunch of Shivan Dragons. I don't hate that.
Those who call me savage are shackled by civilization.
Mila could be fun doing a Super Friend style deck, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Just take Professional Facebreaker or Hangerback Walker. There is a Spell Thief here. I've been a big fan of Professional Facebreaker, and I'm sure that we can get some early creatures to utilize it more. Here's a Dismiss. Okay, so maybe the earlier signals we were getting are a little off, because we could definitely go blue-red. And Voracious Great Shark, Dismiss, both are good if we want to counter a non-creature spell. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. There's a chance you run Elite Guard Mage, and we're not running the duplication. Actually, it works well with Scholar Lost Trove. We're taking the duplication. There's a chance we go blue Jeskai, that's what it's called. Blue, white, red. But yeah, the deck's shaping up decently. We do need some early game because we'll die to aggro if we don't. But yeah, what I'm talking about is like Skull of the Lost Trove, get Irenicus's Vile Duplication, and then get another Skull of the Lost Trove, and then try and get some more copy effects. Sublime Epiphany would be a great card to get. Like, turn 6, hold up Sublime Epiphany. Turn 7, Skull of the Lost Trove. Forging the Tyrite Sword. We don't have anything to fetch with that, but it does ramp. We'll speculate on Harmonious Archon. Well, that's a Restoration Angel on the wheel. That works well with Great Shark, too. And Duplication. I mean, sorta. Okay, so I guess white's pretty open. So, I guess we could go white. There's a chance. What do we take now? Charming Prince with Scholar. Double Vision. We have 1, 2, 3... Only 3 instant sorcery so far, so Double Vision isn't insane at the moment. Could just take Lightning Bolt for some early game interaction. Or the land. I'm not sure if we wield the land or not. We can probably wield the land and just take the Lightning Bolt for some early game. I mean, Double Vision's insane if you can just, like, land it. I'll take the Double Vision, just for the fun. And now we can take a Lightning Helix. Move more into the color we want. Rafine's Tower, Spara's Headquarters, both would be great lands here. But I think we need the early game, and just take the Lightning Helix. Plus, it's another instant sorcery to add to our account for Scholar and Double Vision purposes. Yeah, Guardian of New Benalia is also a little questionable. It's more for, like, creature-based aggro decks. But it kind of works well with Professional Facebreaker. Swinging with a 2/2 Indestructible, it can't really block it very well. Because then you just trade a card for their card, except It's like, guess I'm not really sure how to think about it. Here, okay, Magma Opus is insane. We can't pass that up. We probably should start focusing on some more mana base, though. Nantuko Slicer is pretty good. Glad that you can't get 2 of those, because then it just loops with itself. But we'll definitely take a Magma Opus here. Discard it by itself, and then Skull of the Lost Trove, cast it. Or just ramp into it eventually. Yeah, deck's turning out pretty well. Harmonious Archon still on like the fence. Quasi Duplicate, Skull of the Lost Trove, or Kinder Denial. Like, this is a pretty good counterspell. Mole Drifter is also just a really good card. Huh. This is a tough one. Like, I'm not a big fan of Quasi Duplicate, just for the fact that it's a token and we don't really, like, Restoration Angel effects don't help too much with that, although it does work well with Double Vision. Let's take Kinder Denial so we can hold up more stuff at instant speed. No mana here, but there is a Guardian Idol, and I think that's going to be the pick here over, like, a Commit to Memory. Like, our 4-drop slot's getting pretty clunked up. And a way to ramp into the 4-drops would be great. Okay. Saiba Siphoner is really good. Tashar. How many historic spells do we have? Guardian Idol. Fable. Key to the Archive. Sarkon. 4 isn't bad, but I think we'd rather just take the Siphoner. And I kind of want to consider this as a 2-drop, just because you want to cast it once you've already cast your instant sorceries, so it's probably just going to be a 2-mana 2/2 flash. In the later game, anyway. Okay, we have to take mana base here. Like, I love Mind Stone, sure, but I think our mana base has to be prioritized. Yeah, sorry, Mind Stone. And even Letter of Acceptance would be playable. Like, it's not great, but it's ramp. And then Harmonious Archon. Do we want to even play you? Work well with our Vile Duplication. Here, no land. There's a Scuttlemutt. Not what we're looking for. There's a Battle Screech. We could take that, but I think we'll just take Jonathan Harker. Like, this is a great way to pump out stuff and just get a card draw engine early and late. Definitely better than Plarg. Just pitch the things you don't. Although it doesn't discard, so it does hurt Scholar a bit, but it'll cast them by itself eventually. And the Neverledge Pathway, or Needle Verge Pathway Wield. Perfect. Charming Prince would also be nice, but focus on the mana here. Especially because we already lost our Clifftop Retreat last pack. Soul Herder. Harmonious Archon, Scholar. Huh, I might watch that. Great Shark doesn't copy very well. Saiba Siphoner. Okay, I like Soul Herder a bit. Definitely better than Fae. Cavalier, Twinferno, Heliod, or Twin. Probably just take Twin, though we're not going to play either. Like, they're both pretty niche. And then here we can just take Quasi Duplicate. Duplicate a Soul Herder. Get double the flicker effects in turn. Flicker Archon. Yeah, okay. This deck's coming along. I like it. Like, there are so many playables in this set that you don't have to worry too much about that, so taking mana base is pretty important. Here, Torolf, like, you got Magma Opus, but the extra damage was not gonna... Oh, wait, burn the house down with Torolf would be insane. And then Cavalier, but the man is not gonna work out too well for that. Here is our final pack. Ancient Copper Dragon, really good if it can hit. Angel of Invention, pretty strong, especially if we can flicker it. Soon's Intervention, you're an instant, what do you do? Create 2 knights, seeks non-permanent land value 2 or less, treasure artifact. Okay. You might be the pick here. Instant speed, so we can hold up counter magic with it. It's removal for artifacts and enchantments, which there are plenty of good ones in this set. Creates a board, and gains life. And draws a card. This is insane. Well, yeah, we're taking that. Sorry, Angel of Invention. You are cool, but Soon's Intervention's cooler. Here, just take Solemn for some ramp. Indantha doesn't fix for anything, which feels really bad. Search for Azcanta. Could be good, but I think we'd rather just take Solemn. Although it's... But I guess it's just a little clunky in the 4-drop. Yeah, I think we need the ramp. We'll take it. Atsushi, Protean, War Engine. What can you even get? It's all kind of cool cards, but they're not great. But what else are we going to take? Mysterious Limo. And it's a 2-drop. Plus we can flicker it with Soul Herder or something to get it a different try. Yeah, I don't hate it. It'll be interesting to play with that, because I haven't been able to play with it yet. Okay. There's a Lyra, but I think we just need to take a Temple of the Dragon Queen. Like, Lyra's great, don't get me wrong. Same with Hullbreaker Horror. Hullbreaker Horror is probably going to be even better. But we need the mana base right now. Like, look at this. We've got 3 lands to fix, and we've got a lot of double pips. Sorry, Temple. Sorry, Hullbreaker and Lyra, but we're going to need to take a land. Feels bad, but you win some, you lose some. Not too much you can do. Quasi Duplicate. How are we? Do we still like that card even? Like, it works well with Scholar, sure. Kinda works with Saiba. Here, there's a Snowborn Simulacrum. This is pretty good. It conjures duplicates into your hand. So this can be like a 6-mana draw 5, cast a 5-drop. And they're all going to be creatures. Or at least permanents on the battlefield. And it even works well with Burn Down the House, because we can like conjure 5 and then... Oh wait, never mind. Put 1 of them from your hand onto the battlefield. Never mind. I thought it was like cast 1. But we'll take Snowborn Simulacrum. Like, at worst, it's 3-mana draw land. Which sounds really bad now I'm saying it out loud. Here, we can take a Gonjo over Rawl, since we don't have any extra turn spells. Like, Rawl is best when you have extra turn spells, but without them, not as great. And a Gonjo's a guaranteed play. Archangel of Wrath would also be good. Like a 5-mana 3/4 lifelink, deal 2 damage, gain 2 life. But taking a land feels good. Mythos. Mythos is probably just a worse quasi-duplicate. Oh wait, no, it can copy our opponent's stuff. Never mind, it's a better one, but at a steeper cost. Lutri is just a free spell. I don't know why no one's taking that. And snap up a Stormcarved Coast. Get the mana base working. But yeah, Lutry's insane in this set. I'm surprised it went that long. Like, if you're blue or red, it's just a free card. Because there's no multiples in this deck, right? Or in this set. Yeah, I don't think there are any multiples. So just Lutry's just a free card that will just can sometimes be insane. And we wield the Angel of Invention. Jeez, this deck is looking sweet. Probably cut Protean War Engine. Yeah. Champion. Siege Gang Lieutenant or Siege Gang Commander here, but I'm not sure if we're playing this. This is probably just going to be one of the cuts. Same with Torolf. Torolf's kind of cool with Burn Down the House, but that's about it. Yeah, the deck's turning out pretty good. Jonathan Harker. Yeah, I think we have enough top-end stuff that Jonathan Harker is pretty good. Guardian Idol. We don't have too much ramp, which feels bad, so glad we took the Simulacrum. Ooh, no Lyra or Hullbreaker on the wheel. That sucks, but we had to risk it. We needed the mana. And this would have guaranteed taken up by someone, since it can be played in any deck. Rabbit, Anointed Procession. How many tokens do we have? We have 1 token, 2 token, 3 token, 4 token, 5 tokens, 6 tokens, 7 tokens. Actually, this is not even half bad Anointed Procession. This is a pretty decent Anointed Procession. I don't think we're playing it, though. It's, like, kind of cute, but not great. But yeah, deck turned out pretty well. Cut Anointed Procession, throw Lutri into the companion slot, cut Guardian of Manalia, since we don't really care too much about that, and then one more cut. Vile Duplication. Works well with Scholar. Works well with Facebreaker. Works well with Saiba, because we can loop Vile Duplications with Saibas. Probably just take, probably just cut. I like Soul Hoarder a lot in this deck. It's probably one of the 4 drops. It's like Kinder Denial or Dismiss. And Kinder Denial is just better, I guess, than Dismiss. Maybe actually Sarkon. This is like a 4 mana 3 damage. It's just going to gain like 3 life. So it's just a 4 mana Lightning Helix, I guess. Yeah, I feel like we can cut it. Even though there is some upside to it, potential upside, I feel like it's just not great. So yeah, before we get into the games, make sure to like and subscribe. It means a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell so whenever I make new videos, you can see it. This will be posted probably some in the day, like on Monday, I guess. But without further ado, let's jump into the games and see how the deck does. Ooh, a very risky hand here. Do we keep? I mean, if we find any land, this becomes pretty decent because both of these create treasures. I'll try it. This could be fun. This requires a lot on just drawing a land, but we're running all 17, so I'm sure we'll draw one. Once we get the Vile Duplication out of hand, Saiba only costs 2. And if we never find a blue source, we can always just buy Lutri. Even though that'd be very unlikely. If this takes too long, I'm probably just going to cut it. Not the entire video, just like the person waiting. Okay, they finally find a land, and we find a blue source. Perfect. Scholar is a Sphinx, not a dragon, so Temple does not let that happen. Or let us reveal that. Ooh, they're starting off very slow. We'll Fable. Adeline. Let's discard Harmonious and Guardian. Yeah, I think I like doing that. Soons is pretty good. Face Breaker. I doubt they'll let the damage through, but there's a chance. And I'll pass. Ooh, that's not good. Luckily, we can destroy it, but that... Ooh, even a single angel out of that sucks for us. Well... Swing for 2. Do not destroy target artifact. Destroy target enchantment. Target player. Gains 3 life. There we go. Divine Intervention gone. Soul Herder gained. And we'll pass. Next turn we can Scholar the Lost Trove. Get back Soon's Intervention. Or we can cast Vow Duplication first. Get things going. Before we, like, Scholar, Duplication. Ooh, geez, their token deck is getting a little out of hand. We will chomp on their 1/1. Magma Opus. Good card. Let's... Vile Duplication the Facebreaker. Here's my question. If I copy it with Facebreaker, does it gain the keep the flying? Let's find out. It does. Sweet. Get 3 treasure tokens. Oh, this is sweet. No reason to Soul Herder. Just pass. Deal 2 damage, create 3 treasures. Next turn we can, like, Magma Opus. Lock down their white sources, or maybe, and blow up their angel. Restoration of a Ganji. Never mind. Locking down the white sources doesn't seem as good now. Now we'll probably just lock down Oketra and Adeline. Make sure they can't attack. Or block. We will sadly take another 4. But will eat the 1. Because why not? Oh no, they Busejo it. Boo. Irrigated farmland. Yeah, seems like a good land to fetch. Lightning Helix. We'll do nothing yet. We'll just pass, and we're not going to tap any of their lands. I see no reason to do that. Parallel Lives. Not bad. So they are definitely a token deck. 4 damage. Tap you 2. Pay all the mana in the world. And I think that's game with Angel of Invention. Blast their face with a Helix. And GG's. Pretty sweet game there, getting some nice copy triggers, all that fun stuff. Feels pretty good. On to the next game. This hand is fine. Turn 2, Harker. Turn 3, we can just buy Lutri. And then turn 4, we can like threaten, hold up Lutri. And also Kinder Denial. Does this care about your turn? One card's exiled. Once during each of your turns, dang. Oh well, so you can't hold up counter magic with it. But an Angel Invention's a good card to put underneath it. For now. Buy Lutri, pass. Ooh. Ramp deck. Come on, land. There we go. We'll put Lightning Helix for now. And I think that they're ramping enough that we probably just want to hold up Kinder Denial. And let this Jonathan Harker just keep growing. There is a Micaeus on top. God Eternal. Definitely don't want that. Ooh, double vision. Sweet. Let's probably just Facebreaker. We're not going to cast that very soon. Key to the Archive to ramp, or slam down Double Vision. Maybe hold up Great Shark. Let's slam a Double Vision. Like, a Micaeus on field isn't bad. It's annoying for sure. It's like a pump effect. Just not as scary. Favoro Elder, sure. If they're spending their turn to ramp, that's fine. Burn the house down. Yeah, you're pretty good. We might just put Burn the House Down underneath Harker, because that way we can flip Harker and then board wipe. We want that to be guaranteed, though, so we'll just do that. Name white. And pass. Because we want to counter the Micaeus, since their Great Shark might be out of... or the Burn Down the House might get out of range. Interesting. They play it as a land. I mean, that's fair. How much are they casting it for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? Tireless Tracker, sure. Don't care too much about that. They missed getting a clue. Micaeus for 1. Do we care about that? Like, we're burning the house down next turn either way, so... we don't really just want to throw Great Shark into the abyss. Or into the house, really. So, goodbye board. And that prompts a concession. Yeah, I mean, with all their card draw, it's hard to deal with that. Good game. On to the next one. This hand's missing red and blue, and there's no real fixing for it. I don't think we can keep this. Okay, this is a bit better. Got a little bit of ramp, but not by much. Probably put the siphoner underneath. Because if we're going to catch up, burn down the house is going to be our best way. Oh, jeez. Come on, draw land, draw land. Good enough. Buy loot tree and pass. I prefer a blue source, but I can't be picky here. Or a red source, but again. Can't be picky. Can our opponents hit their land drops? Yeah, looks like it. They might be a Fields of the Dead deck. Perfect blue source. Well, let's just slam an angel and a 4/3 angel invention. I don't really care about the buff right now. More of just a 4/3 flying vigilance lifelink. And that's a lot of keywords. Boo. Well, they're out of lands. We'll play the blue source. Though we're missing another red source for burn. We'll get there eventually. Hard evidence. Interesting. I would have adapted main phase just because then you would be able to cast hard evidence and crack it. Sure. Let the damage through. Interesting. I'll channel the Opus. Because that way we can cast Scholar and cast Opus. Oh, do they have counter magic? Please don't say they have counter magic. Dismiss. Yikes. Well, that feels bad. Don't want a face breaker here. A lot of land. So we know their top deck and their dismiss draw was land. So nothing new's changed in their hand. Archon. Cool. Oh, that might grow the druid since it has 3 counters on it. Yeah, well, nothing we can do about that. Like, I think Archon is still our best play. Oh, is Sublime Epiphany in the set? I didn't see it, but there it is. Sublime Epiphany. Yeah, I'll concede to that. Way too much value going over there. GG's. On to the next game. This hand is questionable. I mean, we always have a 3-drop. But we don't have anything else in between. And we're on the draw. Okay, this is fine. We'll take and bottom dismiss. Land and say go. Horn of Valhalla. Haven't seen much of that card. I hear it's good, but not sure how good. Well, Soul Herder. Next turn, slam an angel, create an army. If they just spend their turn equipping Horn, I am A-okay with that. Icing Death. Yeah, it's a card, alright. Let's create the servo since we're flickering it either way. And create some more servos since we're going to be flickering this more. Yeah, that is annoying. I mean, we'll eat this. But it's going to be painful. Vile Duplication. That's pretty good. Create a token that's a copy of it. If we do this, we can trade off with Icing Death. Let's duplicate it. And this one will have counters. Swing with all of these. End of turn. Flicker Angel. Do we want more counters? No, let's just create some servos. If they play this right, so that they equip Horn, then we have to chump block Squee. And they might have Burn, for all we know, so hopefully they don't have that. Okay, that's one card down. 2 mystery cards to go. Resto Angel can do some work. Eventually. Equip Horn. The question is, do we want to risk dying to a 1, the 4/3? Or are they just swinging with Squee? Oh, if they're just swinging with Squee, that's fine. We'll chump block. Do we chump block with the Angel? Or, I mean, like, the actual Angel or the token Angel? Because the token represents more flickering. This one represents more life. We have to chump block with one of them. Let's chump block with the real deal. No life gain this turn, sadly. And we'll have a servo. I don't want to run the risk of losing our Angel because this thing is really good right now. Kinder Denial. Well, not really useful here. By Lutri. Swing with the servos. They can eat and trade, but they also have to chump as well. Down to 4 they go. And Squee gets a whole lot smaller, but it doesn't really matter. Take action. 2 count? No. Servos. And pass. If we need to, we can cast Resto Angel, give it counters. Torolf deals X damage. Creature and opponent is dealt excess non-combat damage. Okay, that's fine. They could have turned this into burn, actually. 6 mana, deal 3 damage. Wait, if they played this right, couldn't they have played this, equip, put it onto Angel, or put it onto Icing Death, swing it at Angel, and then swing for lethal? Well, I'm not going to complain. Non-Angel! I completely forgot about that. Dang. Well, that's fine. We had to jump block with something either way. They're still dead. Yeah, Torolf reads non-combat damage, specifically OP. So you don't get to burn me. On to the next game. And we are now 3-1. Feels pretty good. This hand is very reliant on drawing a land. But if we do draw a land, it becomes really good. Well, I'm gonna risk it. Cool, we found it. And the right color, too. We're so good at I'm so good at Magic. Definitely not luck-based at all. Definitely. Quasi-duplicate. Hello, multiple angels. Well, they're burned for sure. As we see Robber. But them not having a 1-drop is pretty big for us. Less pressure. We're probably going to need Angel without the tokens and rather the big version. Lightning Bolt. Yep. That sucks. We might not have time for Solemn or Great Shark. Actually, sorry. Not Solemn. Key, because Solemn at least does stuff and impacts the board, but Key doesn't. We'll get a white source because we have 2 double white cards in hand versus 1 double blue card. Opportunistic Dragon. Yeah, that sucks. And they steal a Facebreaker. Land. That's a good card, we just don't have time for it. Let's give it the counters. Just needs to be big so we can gain a bit of life off of it. I'd love to Soul Herder Angel of Intervention, but I don't think we have the time. Create a treasure, steal another card. I was hoping it wasn't Lightning Bolt. It wasn't. And we block Lannery. Do we have a way out of this? No, I don't think so. GG's. Some good old aggro from them. Opportunistic Dragon was definitely pretty good there. Just stealing our 1 blocker that would have dug us a little deeper. That sucks, but still 3-2. We have a lot of time. And by a lot of time, I mean maybe 1 game. Who knows? On to the next game. This hand is the epitome of questionable. We have nothing. We can't cast one of our spells, but it has a board wipe. No, too risky. Okay, this is better. This is much, 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 much better. Let's bottom the Snowborn Simulacrum. Yeah, doesn't work well with Jonathan. And we want to be like pitching some big stuff to Jonathan. Same with Soul Herder. I think just Jonathan's going to be our game plan this game. Loot. Double vision. Don't mind if I do, putting you under Harker. Actually, maybe we shouldn't have and just put Magma Opus underneath. Ginny Faye. Interesting. Well, you're dead. And do we want to channel Opus? Or do we want to discard it for Harker? Oh, well, that might have been a reason to activate it main phase, because then we wouldn't have to question this. Let's put it underneath Harker.
Courage will bloom in all who seek justice.
Let's Angel of Invention. Create some servos or get big? Let's create some servos. And pass. So if they do have removal, it's going to be targeted towards the Angel rather than anything. But they play their own Angel. That's a fair card right there. But looks like we can wipe away their board with Harker either way. Or with Magma Opus, really.
Heroes!
Unless we want to go for Ultra Greed and cast Double Vision first. We'll soak up 1 point of damage. Discard Idol. I just realized we are missing double blue. Yeah, that's not good. We are going to need that, so let's key to the archive and get double blue. Electrolyze. Okay. Discard Lutri. Yeah. Yeah, let's discard the Archon. I think that utilizes them better than us. Or they can utilize their Archon better than us. Yeah, this is not looking good. Glad we got rid of this Jenny Faye, or else all of these would be very scary. I mean, it's still very scary. Don't get me wrong. But it's less scary than it normally would be.
You cannot escape. I will do my best to support you.
Interesting, they're willing to trade off their Angel. Sure. No, I don't think it matters the servo or human. Yeah, I just felt this too. Yeah, it says target non-angel. Give him a nice old angel. But, yeah. I feel your pain there, OP. Okay, momentary blink. They have another way to save it. Yeah, we're gonna have to wipe away this board real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Untap land? That's not an untap land. But quasi-duplicate's pretty good. We'll just put you away. Target you, and you. Tap you and you. And we draw a land. Cool. Duplicate. Create some servos and swing for 3. Cool. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. Wipe away most of their board. Regal Caracal. Nothing just yet. But Double Vision Electrolyze could do some work. Electro Sizzle. Actually, Quasi-Duplicate. Copy it with Lutri. Okay. cast this, discarding Voracious Great Shark, hold priority for Lutri. I don't care which one. Copy duplicate. Let's make a big army, shall we? Yeah, just a little big. Just a little. Oh, this is fun. This is very, very fun. I love this cube so much. On to the next game. Hand has burned the house down to catch up, and we have Lutri for a 3-drop, Guardian for a 2. Looks good. Being on the play also helps speed up this hand. We're probably going to have to play a Gonjo versus channeling it. But there's every once in a while you get to channel it as a removal spell. And when a land is a removal spell, that feels really good. Anyway. Mountain Sego. Agent of Rafine. That is a very good card if I remember correctly. Conjure a duplicate from the top card of their library, then exile the top card of their library. So not only does this slowly mill out your opponent, it also is just drawing cards. Soul Herder. We probably want to get that down before Lutri. I mean, with Harmonious Archon it's really good, but I think Burn Down the House is probably better. Because we're gonna wipe the board either way. And if they're just drawing cards with Agent. A 5-mana, destroy target Agent of Rafine. I mean, it's not bad. If they activate main phase, I might be missing lands. We do not run that card, so it's not ours. Angel of Invention. Yeah, let's just wipe the board. It's not much, but I just want to get this agent gone. It is a very powerful 1-drop. It's basically just says draw cards from your opponent's library. Well, Soul Herder. Here it is. You want to counter it? Sure thing, buddy. It ain't doing too much. It would be nice with Harmonious Archon, sure, but... And Angel Invention. Ooh, maybe they're missing white. Maybe like an Esper deck? Silex? Fable. Pass the turn. If they crack Silex, I'm not that mad. Like, they can crack the clue, crack Silex. Only problem is that would be down a mana source. Gyruda. We have a lot of 4-drops. But luckily they milled... Never mind, they milled Phyrexian Metaphor, so they can do it again. On the plus side, it's just another mill trigger. Glad they kept this version, because now we can blow it up with Soon's Intervention. If we draw White Source, that is. How many clones do you have? Luckily, Scholars is odd. Luckily. But geez, that was something. Discard Archon, and let's discard Lutri. Perfect, untap White Source. And do we do it at instant speed? Yeah, I don't think we do, just because even though Silex is there, they run blue, so they probably have counter magic. Although we only have 10 cards left in deck, so we're going to have to win this game fast. Saiba can get Snowborn Simulacrum. Or Soon's Intervention, depending on what we need at the moment. Yeah, that was a chain of events that I did not think could be possible in this cube. Gyruda Gyruda Mill. One card milled is both 12. And if they draw too much, there's a chance that they can mill themselves out on accident. Crack Silex naming 0. 3. Sure, buddy. Land, say go, hold up Great Shark. They're gonna have to play something to impact the board. Probably, anyway. I mean, they don't have to. They're winning the card draw race, so they could just sit there and wait forever. How many counterspells do we have left? Dismiss. Okay, so we have Kindred Denial still in the deck. Well, we can't counter that, but we don't want them taking Great Shark. Okay, they're animating the Scholar. Oh, no. Garuda. I mean, that's fair. But Atris was a good one to hit for us. I don't think we can give them Agadeem's Awakening. That just is too much. Yeah. We have to give them Soul Servitude and Doom Whisper. Yeah, Agadeem is just too scary because they have way too much to do. They can try and grab a Great Shark, but they're still one card down from us. Or one card above us. In rungs. That's Angel Invention. Create some servos. Name blue. Pass the turn. Jeez, what is this deck? This is just spark doubles galore. I mean, I applaud them, but wow. I mean, wow. This is, I would have never expected to go out this way. Gyruda Mill. How many times did they mill and clone this thing? Oh. I'll just look back in the recording, but that is one way to go out. I'm not even mad about that. This cube is insane. GG's, I guess. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe button. But that is a hell of a way to end the video. Well, make sure to hit like and subscribe button, like I said, and I hope you all have a great day. Do you ever wonder if fish sweat?